Alright guys, so obviously, I mean, Kevin doesn't just sit here and play with snakes by himself all day. For the most part, just for me being here a few times, he doesn't know anything what's going on. This guy right here, actually, this is Andy, and Andy's the guy that actually knows really what's happening here at Nurse. So he's the one that's got all the secrets. Kevin's just a name.
I'm a janitor.
He's just the guy that cleans.
This is the biggest slob you've ever met.
And you have to clean up behind him, and that's it.
And I have to chase after him.
This right here is really subtle, the difference on this snake, but this is a bumblebee pin phantom, but it has a lot more like yellow and like an orangish copper undertone to it, and like the black's reduced and stuff.
Aren't you fancy? Orangish copper.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty yellow. When we hatched it out, it was just yellower. Like, you guys are getting killed with these lights.
We're trying our best. I mean, I'll do pictures. We'll set up a light
like
with the pictures so they can see a closer idea what they really are.
Reduced head and everything on it. It looks a lot like a bumblebee pin, but there's definitely the difference on it. That it's subtle. You just have to stare at them long enough and you get it. But
now, do these stay? Well, I don't know if you raised something like this up already.
These are the first ones. Right here, this is a spinner phantom. Real similar again to like the lesser spinner, but you have there's like a silverish coloration on it, and you can really see it in the striping here, where it's almost like a brownish rather than a black.
Why were you holding back? You weren't showing this stuff. What's wrong with you?
I didn't know where it was.
This is the good stuff. This is what people. You got me filming for an hour and a half over here. And I got filming with the wrong guy.
Did you show him the other stuff?
He didn't show anything. He just showed stuff and then says, I don't know what this is.
This is probably one of my favorites.
He showed me 3 normals and 7 pastels. That was it.
This is the bumblebee phantom. It's actually colored up a decent amount since it first came out. When it first came out, it looked like a killer bee, but obviously the banding's a lot more thick than the killer bee. But now the colors from the phantom starting to come out on this bottom edge there with the like an orangish color. So
you're working with Phantom a lot right now.
I love Phantom.
You're trying to put Phantom.
I think the Super Phantom and that stuff is, to me, that's some of my favorite stuff. It's a shame so many people have it with the Mystics and all that stuff that happened with that project, but...
Mystics are awesome. End of story.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that all of a sudden it blew up.
Oh, it's everywhere now. Yeah, it's everywhere.
You can breed, loose lips and breed a Mystic to Mojave, and you get the Mystic Potion, where we were hoping for a couple more years of production
before that got out there. Yep.
Because there's so much to do with it. It was a project we really wanted to hit some good stuff.
Don't worry, I don't think we're catching up anytime soon, so don't worry about it. I wouldn't be too worried.
This is fairly recent, but yeah, I mean, all that Mystic, Phantom, all that stuff is awesome stuff, especially in the super form.
Stand back. Okay, what is this thing?
It's a pied.
No, it's not just a pied. What's wrong with you? It is a sable pied.
Sable pied. Now, what happened to the pattern?
That's what it does.
Kind of like the spider did.
I'll show. All right, now we're speaking
about everything other than Enchi.
Yeah, we'll show you. Now we're going to go show you what the Enchi. You stare at that thing for a second.
Now, what's this?
That's pastel Enchi pied. So, normally, okay, so see this right here? When we combo it, we basically create this all-white snake. Obviously, you see a couple of those and it's great, but we really want to see all this pattern. For some reason, see the belly? That's a pied. And for some reason, we're not getting this all-white snake. So it's a pastel Enchi and a pied.
No, this is the only one that you have, or
yeah, it's the only one made.
It's the only one you've made.
I'm just starting. We're just starting.
So you don't know if maybe this just happens to be a very low white, or if that's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, there's a couple other Enchi pieds, and the same thing. A lot of pattern. You don't get this.
You don't get the whiteness.
So I think the Enchi is doing something to complement it, which is great. So now we're gonna get ripping on that whole project.
And that's something that people have been working with, trying to get that pattern of the pied actually out.
There we go. So I think
now you found a key.
Yeah, I think this is. I think that's basically the key.
All right, what is that?
That's a pastel desert ghost. You just got to give these guys time. These guys change a ton as they grow. There's so many snakes in here. Some of these snakes I don't even bother to show you because I know they're going to change dramatically. Like if we looked, okay, I'll show you a snake right here. This snake right here, I can show you, and I don't even want to show it to you because I know what this snake is going to turn into. This snake is going to turn amazing. So remember this as the amazing snake, and we'll come back in a couple months and show you this when this thing colors up. This is all Fader Womagranate Specially Yellow Belly stuff.
See, this is what happens. We get back to Kevin,
When I say
and now you
special,
get the especially we don't know kind of thing.
yeah.
A different kind of
And then we go back, and then we go
There's
back
our
over there.
schmackety-schmackety. This is a this is a spider.
Oh, I remember this
inferno.
from the picture. It said this is really nice. The colors are so defined, so nice. That's a nice snake right there. I like that.
You see her showing that?
No, you're here. Hold on. I'll get out of the way.
Let's get proper explanations now for what these things
Good.
are.
Let him
Hold
try to
on.
explain that.
Pretty sure this is.
yeah, see?
Oh no! Started with the pretty sure. That's it. No,
No, I mean it looks like it's
the same
super
thing.
inchy Woma granite. Hidden gene Woma. Possibly with pastel. It's hard to say. It's so
Really?
farther.
You're being so deceptive, Andy. Here, I'll take this, and why don't you explain what
Oh,
these are
ones,
now?
that's great.
Yeah, thanks.
I
This is a real weird clutch. I mean, this is Woma granite,
Oh yeah,
yellow
really?
belly. This right here.
Listen, at
this
least
is
it's
an
towards the window. You
interesting
didn't
one.
know light.
At least it's trying. All right.
I mean, it picked up some sort of odd.
See, I keep
gene.
on going to the next snake, because what's that, Andy?
You tell me.
Oh God, please don't.
Pretty sure
don't.
this is a Fader special faded back lemon pastel bling yellow belly.
Now
Is
you-
Angie in there?
Now you're just making up shit. You know what they are, and one thing though, Kevin, that I think we should got to take a step back and look at. It's not so much like what is, they're good-looking snakes, man. They're awesome snakes, and I don't really, I'm like the least technical person when it comes to combos. I just want them to look good.
Absolutely.
I mean, I still like a regular Bumblebee a lot, more than a lot of other stuff out there. So it's kind of,
Bumblebees are wonderful.
it's like I'm just not so hung up on let me get 13 genes in there and see what happens. I just like the individual animal.
Well, these ones the weird thing, we should have made these snakes before. We've done this cross before, and we came out with what we thought these were already. So
What was the pairing for this?
Inferno to Enchi.
Okay.
Lemon Inferno.
Lemon Inferno to Enchi, but so I mean, we're not really looking at anything that should be different unless we're picking up some sort of odd gene from
One Inferno to the next.
one of the snakes, or because it's different Infernos or what. But I mean, like, we've never hashed out anything that looks like that, and I mean, it really should just be like an Enchi pastel or Enchi pastel yellow belly, but we've never made one like this.
So
Not even close.
It could be the Fader gene because we're really pushing on the lemon pastel.
Mm-hmm.
And same with this, it's hard to see with it, in shed like this, but the colors we've never made, like a Woma Granite Pastel or Woma Granite Pastel Enchi or anything that would be comparable to these snakes. I mean, even this for just a regular Hidden Gene Woma, the silver that's coming down here and bleeding through, whereas you have the light color down the back. These are just very bizarre snakes. Haven't made anything like them, and I've done the cross more than enough that we should have known what to expect.
This is the end of Kevin McCurley.
No. I raised him. He's my baby. He's one of my many babies.
What's this?
This is excuse me. This is a timber rattlesnake. This is a black phase. It's a male. You can see how nice he is.
It's like velvet.
Yeah, basically, and everybody gets such a bad idea of rattlesnakes. I'm very much into timber rattlesnakes. Watch this snake. The way he's behaving right now, this tongue flicking and everything like that. This is a very casual snake. He's not threatened particularly right now. Notice he's not buzzing one bit. He is venomous, so you gotta basically be careful. But I love timber rattlesnakes. I'm fascinated by these guys and spend a great deal of time looking for them in the wild, and I really want to make sure that they always exist in their last, few haunts, because man basically has annihilated these guys and eradicated them. So I'm pretty much into studying these guys. This is what I do for my hobby. The rattlesnake stuff, I love this stuff. Just, like if you look at somebody like Ralph is very much into turtles, and I love turtles too. I like to go turtle hunting and stuff like that. But the rattlesnake thing is just a huge thing. So this is a male. This animal comes from Pennsylvania. I've had him since he's a little baby, and they're real variable. But he doesn't even, bother buzzing. But see how calm he is?
Yep.
And he doesn't know he's venomous. He's not there to hurt you.
He can go be calm over there.
Yeah, but he's quite nice. Yeah, I give these guys a lot of respect. And everybody needs to know, like rattlesnakes, they're not venomous to hurt you. They're venomous to secure their prey. So whether it be a mouse or a chipmunk or whatever, and this is their defense. This little rattle right here. Here's something that's real hot and real buzzy. Hobby. Here we go. Now he's buzzing like crazy because he's very excited about getting fed. And rattlesnakes are amazing because there's a lot of information coming in on these guys. See the little heat pits right here? So we got these massive thermal, there you go. Now he's just totally keyed in. See the tongue hanging out? So you got this massive hot, area. He can tell what's going on. He smells us. He sees us. He's feeling the vibrations, which is basically rudimentary hearing. I love that when the tongue comes out like that. That's awesome. Ready? Jeanette's gonna feed. Watch. He's right underneath you. He's right underneath you.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Poor one went over there.
She ate 3 guinea pigs.
Yeah.
She's happy.
What's that?
That's my
Poor
baby.
a rat went
I've
over
had her
there,
for about
Mom,
15
right?
years. That's Wally.
Mama,
That's a female. But she's
Mommy!
like an 8-foot
Yes,
female
honey.
alligator.
poor rat went
I
over
carried her
there.
out here
No.
this year, and she's getting a little. Alright, I don't sound like a gay.
My name is Kevin McCurley, and this is Nerd.
Okay, my name is. Okay, my name is Kevin McCurley, and I own New England Reptile. I'm the evil morph god. For you. All right. Lock it down. No one's to know what this is. Here we go.